Have you ever wondered, does the future already exist? We wake up every morning believing today is fresh, new and unwritten. We make choices, set goals, and imagine that tomorrow depends on what we do right now. But physics and philosophy suggest something far stranger. The future may not be waiting to be created at all. It might already exist. To us, time feels like a river. The past lies behind us, the present is where we stand, and the future is a blank canvas waiting to be painted. This is how we live our lives, choosing between different paths, imagining alternate futures, and believing our decisions shape reality. But is that how time really works? Or is this just a human illusion? In 1905, Albert Einstein changed everything with his theory of relativity. He showed that space and time are not separate, but interwoven into a single four-dimensional fabric called space-time. Here's the strange part. In this fabric, there is no universal now. What you consider the present might be someone else's future or past, depending on where they are and how they're moving. Imagine the universe like a giant DVD. Every frame of the movie, past, present, and future, already exists on the disc. You, sitting here right now, are simply on one frame. The next frame is already there, even if you haven't experienced it yet. This view is called the block universe theory. In the block universe, time doesn't flow, it just is. Past, present, and future are equally real, just different slices of the same cosmic structure. Think of a mountain range. If you're standing on one peak, you only see the valley in front of you. But the entire landscape exists at once, regardless of where you stand. If that's true, then every single moment of your life, your first breath, the day you're watching this video, even your final moment, is already out there in space-time. This is where things get unsettling. If the future already exists, do you actually have free will? When you decide what to eat for dinner, is that choice being made freely? Or are you just discovering a choice that was always written into the fabric of the universe? Some scientists and philosophers argue that free will is an illusion, and that we're like characters reading lines in a cosmic play. Others argue the opposite, that your free choices are themselves part of space-time, as real and necessary as gravity or the speed of light. But if past and future both exist, why do we only remember the past? Why can't we remember the future? This is where the arrow of time comes in. In physics, one law stands out: entropy. It's the measure of disorder, and it always increases. Eggs break but don't unbreak. Smoke rises but doesn't reassemble. Memories form but never play in reverse. Entropy gives us the experience of time flowing in one direction, even though the deeper laws of physics don't prefer past or future. It's possible that our minds are simply tuned to perceive time in this forward-moving way, slicing through space-time one moment at a time, giving us the illusion of flow. Quantum physics adds another layer of mystery. At the quantum level, particles don't move neatly from past to future. They exist in probabilities until observed. Some interpretations even suggest the future can influence the past. Experiments like the delayed choice quantum eraser hint that our measurements now can affect how a particle behaved earlier, raising the possibility that time might not be a strict one-way street after all. If the future already exists, then perhaps your life is more like a novel, with every chapter already written. But that doesn't mean it loses meaning. After all, when you read a story, the ending is already there in the book. You just haven't reached it yet. Or maybe reality is stranger still. Maybe we are both readers and writers of the book of time, shaping our path while also being part of something bigger and already complete. So, what do you think? Is the future already written into the universe, or are we writing it moment by moment? Time may be the most familiar part of our existence, yet the deeper we look, the less we seem to understand it. And maybe that's the true paradox, that time itself is both the stage we act upon and the greatest mystery we'll ever face.